When walking around in downtown Denver, people cannot help but notice the large number of homeless people sleeping or sitting in Capitol Park and other areas. To many, this is a commonplace spectacle and not worth noticing. Though occasionally a passerby will stop to spare change, it is unusual for someone to make inquiries of the homeless regarding their condition or the policies affecting them. Ask a homeless man what he thinks should change, and he may respond with something surprising.
Hey, I'm gonna make you work for your dollar. Say something with that great radio voice.
When you're listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to Magic 98.9. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. And we'll be back with more right after these words. And don't forget, tomorrow morning is your chance to win a pair of tickets to see this man live in concert.
I just said, well, hey, I can't be an actor, I can't be an on-air personality, but the voice just became something of a development over years.
After I watched this YouTube video, which hit 25 million views, I realized more thoroughly just how normal they can be before their lives enter a harsh downward spiral. As a result, I became much more curious about homeless people and how they wind up in that position. I set up the interview for my research paper with a homeless man named Robert Payne, who stays in various Denver area shelters and sells a newspaper focused on homeless issues called The Denver Voice.
So what is your name, Robert?
Robert. His name is Robert.
Can I have your last name too?
Payne. That would be one area I could see.
Okay.
Where they can upgrade the programs and make more shelters available for women. It would help them a lot because some of them have kids and they're just too by themselves.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Do you want some socks? We got lots of socks.
Well, thank you. Keep my toes warm.
Homelessness is one of society's most immediately significant and rapidly growing social problems today, but it has been an issue since the dawn of industrialism. The male homeless population is large and visible in most cities. However, female homelessness is hard to find, not only on the street, but also in previous research. In fact, people are so used to associating the term homelessness with homeless men that many forget the existence, let alone the urgency of the female homeless issue.
Denver Rescue Mission began in 1892 as a rescue home for women on 31st and Lawrence downtown.
My name's Amy Fletcher. I'm the program director of Champa House. Champa House is a long-term transitional program for single moms with kids. And I've been at the Denver Rescue Mission for 3 years. We focus on 5 different things while the moms are here. So we focus on spiritual development, case management, counseling, education, and then we also focus on parenting as well. I think there's a lot of different reasons that contribute to it. So I think that a big root of a lot of it is they haven't been given the chance to be in too many healthy relationships. I think in the Denver area, we are pretty low on resources for specifically just single women. The actual number of men might be higher, but I think for women, there are not as many resources.
Anthony Brown, a writer for the British publication New Statesman, downplays homelessness as a female problem. One of his supporting claims is that staying on the street overnight is more dangerous for women than for men. As a result, Brown insists that women have more of a chance to be taken off the street.
My name is Anne. You might see me as homeless, but I love helping people, and I'm only out here because I got a bad break.
Every person has a unique history, but when we see one another, we tend to focus on the present. Almost everyone will have an unfortunate episode sometimes during the journey which we call life. In my view, homeless women as a social group are defined by the fact that they currently share an unfortunate time period in their life. We do not know all their stories, but certainly something rough happened which caused each one to be turned out onto the street. As little as a year ago, many were not homeless and maybe had never considered that it might happen to them. These homeless women just need great motivation and supporters so that they can steer their hard journey in a safer, healthier, and more gratifying direction. While they are struggling to get back on track, we can keep them in our thoughts, and paying attention does not cost as much time or effort as we may think. In fact, it's all they need.